Hi everyone, my name is Micah. Thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel, where I help folks bring light and guidance to their personal and spiritual awakening. And today, I want to share with you how to transcend childhood sexual trauma. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because last night I was faced with my biggest test this far, especially when it comes to healing and dealing with childhood sexual trauma. Now, anybody watching this video who has experienced, which I would imagine if you're watching this video, you probably have experienced some sort of childhood sexual trauma in any fashion. I'm not going to go into details of what type or anything, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all that matters is it happened, right? It doesn't matter whether you were 5, 10, 15, 18, you're still a child. It still happened, right? How do you get over that, right? I know in the news right now, there's a lot of talk and a lot of stuff going on surrounding sexual trauma. And I think that there needs to be more visibility. And the reason I say that is because I've been married for 1 year and 2 months at this point. And last night was the night that I've been scared of for my entire relationship with my wife. We've been together for almost 4 years now. Was being triggered in the middle of having sex with my wife, or making love with my wife. I don't like saying having sex. Making love with my wife. Sharing that intimate connection with my wife. I was triggered. And in years past, if I had been triggered that way, I would have just kept going. Because I thought that that was what I was supposed to do. Because I didn't feel worthy of telling someone else to stop. Because that was what they wanted. That was the pleasure that they wanted. Last night, for the first time in my entire life, I asked my wife to stop because I was triggered. Why I was scared of this, as many of you can probably relate, is I was scared of rejection, of what could happen afterwards. I was scared of abandonment. I was scared of the emotions I would actually feel while I was even in it, like in doing it, because I was triggered before I started having sex. But I'm at a point in my life where I can tell myself, you're safe, you are okay, and that you do not need to be scared. Which is why I'm making this video, why I'm sharing this video. What has gotten me to the point to be able to make love to my wife and be triggered and ask her to stop, because we've had sex in the past and I haven't been triggered. So it's a wave, it's a fluctuation. It doesn't always happen, right? But when it does, that's the time we're scared. So I have went months and months and months without actually having sex or making love with my wife because I was scared that I would be triggered, because I could feel it. You know the emotions and that feeling inside when you know it's gonna happen, because you're scared it's gonna happen. So you're telling yourself it's gonna happen. What I want you to know, and what I want to share, right, is love that inner child that was hurt. Love them unconditionally. Tell them that they can say no. When the time arises, like I was gifted with last night, when the time arises, allow that child to say no. Because that's what it needs. That is what that child needs. It needs the validation that it is in control, that child is in control, that you are in control in whatever manner it may be. I'm not saying go and have sex to tell your partner to stop. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying let it organically happen, and when that time comes, ask, because you will receive. But love that inner child. That inner child needs safety. That inner child needs unconditional compassion, empathy. That inner child needs to know that without a shadow of a doubt, you have that child's back. And this is all part of becoming in alignment with who you truly are and your higher vibrational being. This is part of shadow work. If you're watching this video, you're probably going through some shadow work, and this is probably along the lines of something that you need to hear. And I say that because, sorry, my nose is running. I'm outside. Allergies. Back now. If you're hearing this message, know that you are not alone. I'm a trans man who has experienced childhood sexual trauma, and I'm here to be heard. Because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. And I want anybody out there struggling, anybody out there that doesn't feel loved, that feels lost, that feels confused, that feels broken, that keeps running, keeps hiding, keeps dipping, keeps dodging, keeps diverting your attention from what is truly at stake for you. You have the power and the light and the love inside of you to heal that part of you and move and transcend it. You can transcend it. I'm standing here as living proof that it is possible, because I haven't had just one person do it to me in my childhood, not two. I wish I could say it was only 3, maybe even 4, right? Try 5 or 6. And that was in my childhood. And then to have it happen again in my 20s by someone else, so make that 8. I lost count in my 20s when that happened. Clearly not, because I know. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter how many times or who it was, because I can tell you some of the closest people did that to me, and some people that I never thought would ever come into contact with me have done it. Strangers. It doesn't matter who it is or what it is. Know that you are strong enough. You have the love. You have the power to move forward. Because holding a grudge and allowing these emotions to stay tunneled up inside of you is only giving that situation, that past situation, which is not right now, more power. You're allowing the lower vibration to affect your high vibration. Now, I understand that everyone has to let go and transcend it at some point, and in due process, right? I hate that word, but for lack of better terminology currently, it is beautiful to just live freely and not be scared or anxious or depressed or have this feeling that someone's out to get me or that it's going to happen again. But through loving my inner child and that part of me that was shattered, by putting light there, by mending that glass, whether it be through torch or super glue or however you do it, duct tape, whatever it is, tell that inner child that it is okay. You are okay. Love is here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. That is all I have today. I hope this message reaches anyone struggling. If you're watching this video, share it to someone who has been through a sexual trauma, because I am living proof that it is doable. And there are many other people out there that can show you that it is doable. Love yourself so much that nothing can get in the way. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I do put out videos every day to every other day. Fluctuation right now. I hope everyone again is having a wonderful day. Much love. Much love. Everyone out there, much love. I'm radiating love. Radiating love for everyone. Anyone hurting. There is light out there, I promise. Namaste.